be the sun.
Pure Grind Series at the Borgata. They have a bunch on day ones. I'm playing one of the last ones. I think day 2 is on Sunday. I haven't been playing that well, or not running that great for the last couple of months. I think my last win probably came sometime in August. I was on vacation for a couple of weeks in there, just playing once a week, but I gotta get back on the horse of the winning train. So I'm heading down. Finally, autumn is here. Fall is here. Turned on my heat in the house Thursday, a couple of days ago. So new season. I had to strip down a little bit because it's getting hot in the car. Even though the heat is not on, and it's 50s outside, low 50s, with the sun, So one of the things about living in New Jersey, it rains a lot. It rains more than it does in Seattle, but people don't know. But not in the fall. In the fall is it's usually the driest. The days are getting shorter, air is crispier, but you get so many sunny days that it's beautiful. So probably halfway to the Borgata, so very excited to play. I feel like I've rediscovered my love for the game. I just go to just have fun, have fun and let the cards fall where they may. So I made it to the first break in decent shape. Didn't play too many hands, but I did hit hands I played. Very early on, on the button, I had Ace King of Spades, and it was a raise from middle to late position. So I 3-bet, and we were heads up. Flop was an ace with 2 spades. She checked, and I just checked the back, catch a bluff. She checked again on the turn, so I put in, about a third of the pot in. The board paired, so it was like 2 aces now, 2 aces, and 5-4 of spades. I bet, she calls, and then the river was a king of diamonds, so I boated up, and she checked again. I bet pretty big. I make it look like a bluff, but she went away. She was a bad player too, because a few hands later she gave a full double up with like a jack high flush when it was like 4 or 5 bet in against ace of hearts beater. But I don't know what she was thinking. But another notable hand, and probably the one that really chipped me up, was I was in late position, maybe two away from the button. There was a raise and a call, so I was the fifth person in addition, uh, including the blinds. I had 6, 7 of hearts, so I call, and then the small blind makes a pretty big raise, pot-sized raise, massive bet. So, and one other player calls, and these are the cards have been getting in me in trouble, but there's multiple players that have position, and we're playing really deep, 75K starting stack. So I call, and then the flop comes out, Jack 7 3, something like that, but with two hearts. So I hit the 7, and I had the flush draw. So there was a C bet from the initial raiser and a call. So I just call again. And the turn was the ace of hearts. So I hit my flush, but he leads out with a pretty big bet. Like I think he put in like 25K. That's about a pot-sized bet, maybe a little bit under. So the other guy folded. So it comes to me. At this point, I have about 60,000 and change left. I hit my flush, so I go all in. He tanks for a second, so I'm like, okay. And then he puts it in, and he's drawing dead. He had ace, king of diamonds, and I guess he either didn't see the flush or he got super excited when he saw the ace and he thought he had outs. Maybe he thought he had my ace beat, but that was pretty good. So end of first break, I have double stack, and I'm just having fun. So it's good. It's good to be back. Just focusing on having fun. So it was a very fun set of poker, levels 5 through 6 through 10. We're at the second break, coloring up. So I hit some hands. I was involved in very massive pots. The last half hour wasn't that great because I probably gave away about 120K. I had ace jack. There was an all-in pre-flop, and then two of us had called him. Flop was 10 deuce 10 jack, and the guy bets. I put him all in with ace jack. He turns over 10 jack. He had 10 jack of spades, so I paid him off. I don't think I went away a couple of hands after going in. Pretty good hands, pocket nines, aggressive betting. It was an ace king flop, and I went away after the flop on that. There was one super interesting hand. Well, it's only interesting because I won. I'm assuming. I had 10 queen of spades. Mid to late position. There was a min raise I called, and then the button. He was 2 seats away from me. He 3 bets. He's kind of a wild player. So we both call. Flop comes out queen high with 2 spades, and the two of us check, and the initial aggressor makes a bet. So I 3-bet him with my queen, and he goes all in. At that point, I had already put in I think he raised 10K, made it 30, and he had another, I think he had 60, so it's going to be 30 more to me. So I called him. He turns over kings, and I river another queen on the, on the river, and he went away pissed. But it's part of the game. It happens to all of us. But just right before the last play, 14 seconds left, the dealer decides to deal. I'm 1 away from the button, so I decide I'm going to look at my hand before going on break. I have 6, 7 of clubs. Blinds are 25, 15, 25. So it comes to me and make it 55, and then this is the last opportunity to rebuy because rebuys are closing. The guy after me, he had about 15, 16 big blinds, about 36K. He goes all in. They all fold. I call. I say this is a loose call. I call 6-7. He has ace jack, and his ace jack held up. I think he flopped an ace. They had no outs by the time the river came around. So I'm having fun. I'm just playing to have fun. I probably have a little bit less than 300K. I'm not sure. It's about 4 buy-ins. So I made it to the third break. Levels 11 through 15 were not too many playable hands. Kind of made a move with ace 10. I got shoved down by like 10 big blinds, and I called. He has ace king, ace 10, lost. I doubled them up. Then a little bit, maybe an hour later, mid to late position, I raised 6-8 of hearts. One caller, and then another shove. This time I folded. So I won one hand, being stubborn with 6-7. Not a lot, maybe like 2 big blinds. But so I'm going back to maybe 20 big blinds or so, a little bit over 200K. So I taken a trip to the Borgata for something called the Pure Grind series. It was a very low buy-in, but they had like a bunch of day ones, and day 2 was going to be on Sunday. So we started with with a triple stack, which was 75K in chips, and I ran pretty good early on, and I built up pretty big stack, and then at some point around probably level 9 or 10, right before the end of the second break, right before we went on the second break, massive pot, about maybe 300K, 250K in the pot. I had ace jack against 2 all-ins. One of them was 10 jack, who had more chips, and the 10 jack beat my ace jack because he flopped top 2, took 2 pairs. Like he flopped. The flop was 3-10 jack. We ended up going all in after initially had gotten in against the smaller stack, all in pre-flop. I don't remember what the small stack had, but he had nothing, and so that kind of like started my downfall. And I called a couple of times with sort of connected cards. I just couldn't hit any flips. Then about I busted out, I think like 29th, 30th. It was 155 people, and 12% were going to the next day. So it was maybe like 8 to 9 people away from bagging for day 2. But it was fun. I had a good run, and my last hand, there was an all-in, and I had pocket threes. I had about 12, 13 big blinds. I know I'm a flip. I know this is a flip, and I'm happy to take the flip. I'm trying to win the tournament. I'm not trying to just drive home 2 hours, drive back to another 2 hours just to min cash, because I'll be so low. And he had exactly what I expected. He had an ace 10 off, and he hit the ace. And I didn't improve. I still had a chance if another diamond hit, because I had the 3 diamonds. There was no diamonds, but didn't hit. And but it was a fun game. So I'll discuss one hand after we came back from the second break. I feel like I think I either got outplayed or I had a chance to do well. The very first hand or second hand after that break, I was in the small blind, and it was folded to me. I had ace 9, and I raised at 2.5x against the big blind. He calls me. This guy, I haven't seen that he hasn't gotten out of hand, but he's also seen me watch for like an hour. That I like to play a lot of different hands, and not only that. I don't triple barrel. I have done it in the past, but he hadn't seen me do it. Let's put it that way. And I'd been playing just a solid, easy game. So the flop comes out, two queen, not king. I see bet. He snap calls me. So now I'm thinking this guy hit something, or he's on a draw. And the fact that he'd called me initially to it, I was concerned maybe he had mediums pair. But the range that flopped, the king queen deuce, I felt like it was my range as opposed to his, unless he played like a king five suited, a hand like that. So turn is a queen. So now it's king queen two queen, and I checked to see to see what he would do, and he leads out a huge bet, like a pot sized bet. I think he bet like 65, 70K or something, and. I'm thinking he's probably trying to represent the queen, or he hit something good. Maybe he hit the king. I wasn't sure. Like I just let it go. I wasn't too invested. I think I put in maybe 40K into the pot. I think the blinds were 612. 510, 612, somewhere in that range. So I'd raised a little bit more than, a min raise, and then followed up with another 20K on the flop. So I went away. I just showed him the ace and folded, and he flips over Jack 9. So I had him, going into the river for, I don't know what you would do for jam, but that's not just not the way I play. Maybe I should add that to my repertoire. But yeah, it's just a good play by him. Didn't cost me a lot. He could have thought his Jack 9 was good because he'd seen me play hands like 7, 8, 8, 9 suited cards. And that was it. And that was maybe like an hour before I busted out. It was probably level 11, right after the second break.